Hey everybody, Mike here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to a new video in Maya 2024. Well, today we're doing a subscriber request. I received an email from Timothy and he asked me to explain how blend shapes work. In this case, to deform pretty straightforward objects, right? I mean, blend shapes are often used for facial animation, but in this case, we're going to use it to deform a oil barrel, right? This is a video I did 7 years ago, so this is kind of a remake of that same video. A lot has changed in Maya, so that said, here we go. Right, so first we need an oil drum or an oil barrel, right? Not going to make it too fancy, just going to take a cylinder. We're going to jump in here and we're going to hit R and kind of scale it up a little bit. Hit W, move it up, sit on the floor right there. We're going to right click and go to face. I'm going to drag select and shift drag select to get rid of the top right there. Insert edge loop. Let's do multiple and let's do 5. And we'll do 5 right there. And then we'll do 1. And we'll do 1 down here. And then we'll go to 2. And then we'll do 2 there and 2 there. Okay, cool. That should be enough to make our oil drum look alike, right? Right click at the face. We're gonna select this row, that one, and maybe the bottom one. We'll see. Yeah. We're gonna hit Control E to extrude. Let's do 0.2, which is a bit much. 0.05, which is better. That should be good. We're going to go in here. We're going to go to modeling. We're going to go to mesh and smooth. And there you have it, right? Oil drum. Now, it's black on the inside. So just to fix that, we're going to hit extrude. We'll give it 0.01 on the inside. So now it's gray on the inside. Okay, cool. So now that we have that, one thing that's very important is to go in here. If we hit W to move this guy in object mode, you'll see that the pivot point is up there, right? I want the pivot point to be on the floor. So I'm going to hit the insert key or the INS key, right? And then I'm going to hold down X and I'm going to drop that pivot point to the bottom, hit the insert key again, and now it's right there. All right, so that's our base model. Now what I'm going to do next is hit Control D to duplicate. I'm going to move this guy over to about here and then hit Shift D to do that one more time. So I have my my master model, my base model, and then I have my 2 copies that will represent a certain stage. And what I want to do here is a squash and stretch, okay? So I got the right one selected. I'm going to go up to deform. We're going to go to nonlinear and we're going to go to squash. And then we're going to click on this guy and hit G to repeat the last command. So they now both have a squash control. I'm going to hit Control A. Let's go to this one first. Control A. I'm going to go to my squash setting right here. And I'm going to change the factor. And let's say, I don't know, we're not going to go nuts, but let's do something like this, right? And then we're going to go to this guy and we're going to squish it to about there. All right, cool. So now that we have these two, we know that we need to delete the history, okay? So we're going to select this guy, edit, delete by type history, select this guy, G to repeat, which is also, come on, edit, delete by type history. That didn't work. Let's try that again. Edit, delete by type history. Yeah, we're good. Now we need to keep in mind, once these deform, the pivot has to be at the bottom there as well, right? So hit the insert key again. We're going to hold down V and I'm going to snap it to the bottom. Right? And hit the insert key again. Over here, same thing. Hit the insert key, hold down V, snap it to the bottom, and hit the insert key again. This one needs to move up to our grid line, so hold down X and pull it up. This one as well, hold on X, and there you have it. Okay, so we now have our master model and we have our two different stages. So now we're going to create blend shapes. So I'm going to select these two. I'm going to shift select this guy and we'll go up to my animation tab. Go to deform and click on the blend shape. All right. So now if I go into the attribute editor and I go to blend shape 1, I have a slider that will stretch our master model, and I have a slider that will squish our master model, right? Okay. Now let's see. Now that we have that, what we're going to do is we're going to hide these two. Control H to hide, and we're going to animate this guy. So let's do I don't know, 150 frames on our animation slider. Okay, and we're going to start in frame 1. Obviously that's our normal point, or our standard point if you will, and I'm going to hit S on the keyboard to keyframe that. Not there, right there, and hit S on the keyboard. Why is that happening? Kind of odd. Let me do it here. I'm gonna right click set key and right click set key, right? So that's our starting point. Then I'm gonna scrub forward to, let's say, frame 50. On frame 50, I'm gonna move this guy and stretch it out, right? And then right click set key again. Then I'm gonna go to frame 100 and I'm gonna push this guy back and that guy out. Right click set key, right click set key, and then I'm going to go to 150 and I'm going to push them both back to normal, set key and set key. Let's hit play and see if it works. And as you can see, it works like a charm. It looks like the oil drum is having a heart attack, right? So yeah, that's a simple way how you can do something like this. You can use this with all types of deformers, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Now, if you didn't subscribe to the channel, there's still time. I know stopwatch is running and all that, but you know, all jokes aside, I would really appreciate it if you took the time to hit that sub button. Okay, that's it from me today. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.